we all tend to want to know more. Um, but sometimes the awareness, especially in wine, as far as what certifications mean, what goes into wine, how wine gets from producer to shelf or table, there's a lot of pieces there that maybe aren't all that well understood. So
My perception is you wear a lot of different hats, and in some cases, uh, politic hats, farming hats, wine hats, food hats, all kinds of hats. How between vineyard and advocacy, I don't know if advocacy and politics are one and the same in this situation, but what are the different buckets or the different hats you're wearing, and how do you split your time between them?
yeah, so I've got now extensive, I would say, experience in on the wine side, on in the industry, and on the side of agriculture as well. And most of my time is essentially split, I'd say, three ways: education, outreach, and advocacy. And so education can be anywhere from individual conversations, can be training our own sales folks, distributors, retailers, doing wine dinner events with consumers. So it really kind of spans a lot of segments, I guess, of the population as far as educating. And I think that's really critical because we all tend to want to know more. Um, but sometimes the awareness, especially in wine, as far as what certifications mean, what goes into wine, how wine gets from producer to shelf or table, there's a lot of pieces there that maybe aren't all that well understood. So that, and really trying to increase the awareness and the education, the awareness of this regenerative organic certification. I think it's crucial. It's really important, and it actually means something to a lot of people. So that's a big focus. The other is in outreach, and outreach kind of has multiple facets as well. Really, whether it's within the industry or trying to kind of partner with additional industries that also are farming in the best way they can. So having events like that where we're kind of connecting the dots for folks.
Mhm.
um and then the advocacy piece, it's really been focused either on, because we're a California based company, some at the state level, and then a lot at the federal level too. And this being a farm bill year, there's a lot of policy and regulation that can either support and incentivize or de-incentivize smart farming practices, really. And so that's another piece. And then outside of just the farming side of it and policy, there's also these bigger issues as far as kind of transport, electrification of the grid. How can we really have a reduced impact as far as our greenhouse gas emissions and such on, from our business, and
Mhm.
others as well. So that really takes more of a collective voice, multiple businesses kind of coming together saying we all want to do something, but sometimes it really requires policy and policymakers to step up and make some serious decisions.
So as we wrap up, how can we learn more about you, Bonterra, the wines, and the farm bill if we can help in any way? But tell us where we should be visiting, where should we be browsing, where should we be shopping.
Yeah, that's great. I do think our website has been refreshed, and so there's a fair amount of information now, how to get the wines. If you can't find them locally, you can order from us. And then there's a good amount of information as far as the multiple initiatives. We didn't really speak to a lot of the things. We're B Corp, climate neutral, zero waste, organic, like we said. I don't know. There's a whole list of them. So you can certainly learn more there on the website. If you're interested more in the regenerative organic certification, the Regenerative Organic Alliance has an incredible website. So I would go there and learn more about what all those practices are and all the brands. It's a global certification, has surpassed 1 million acres of certified land. There's hundreds of products now with the license. So it's growing quite quickly. And I love to see that. And I do think that I should acknowledge the market as far as the marketplace, right? Because what we've seen, and I think probably pushed more from our younger demographics, is really wanting to know, other than making a profit, what is your business doing for good? You know, what is the positive impact your business is having? And so I think it's really important that these certifications are understood and are known so that people can really support businesses that are doing a really great job at having a beneficial impact now and into the future.